Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I wonder who is at the door. I hope they know a good joke, since levity is important in this cruel life. You have to smile sometimes.
I like my coffee like I like my women, without a penis. Got it, man.
Oh, that was shit, man.
Hit it.
Good evening, scumbags.
Ah, Merry January, you scandalous little fucks.
How are we all getting on out there in, like, the lull of January?
The lull of January. We are not having a lull of January. I am like 4 pints in now, and I'm having a lovely fucking time. So, Marlon, who joins us in the Doghouse this evening?
Right, so we have the one, the only, Josh Beer.
Hey!
What's the bloody matter?
Mate,
How's it going?
Thank you so much for coming down, mate.
Making a big trip.
Yeah, it was a fair old trip.
Yeah, well, 2 hours in it, but I'm just thinking about the first joke you said then a minute ago, to be fair, about having a penis in your coffee, because, like...
Keen or no, Shag?
I have had a penis in my coffee.
What?
I've had a penis in my coffee.
Right,
I've been
okay.
there.
I like my women like I like my whiskey. 12 years old in a barrel.
Shit.
It's degenerating quickly again. Oh, no, man. So thank you so much for coming down.
No,
I know it's been a fair
thank
old
you.
trip. And yeah, this is like, it shows how big the podcast is getting. People were actually traveling.
Oh, yeah.
Like many months. And seeing many lands to come all the way down.
Mate, I went across the country.
Yeah.
Like, it's just brilliant. There's a bar here waiting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Bird
it.
on tap. What more can you want?
Well, I'm still on tap, personally. That'd be my thing, but...
Well, you lost the bet, so...
Fuck off, Marlon, you dick. It wasn't even a bet. I knew I was going to lose. I just needed to amp you up. I just dangled this carrot. Did you hear about this?
No.
So basically what happened was...
Me and Denzel.
What happened was everyone was screaming for us to do merch. We were like obviously doing a podcast every week. We had enough like shit on our plate, and everyone was screaming about it. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." And I was saying, like, "Have you done it? No. Have you done it? No." So I made a bet with him live on the recorded it on the podcast, caught him off guard, and I said, "I tell you what, I bet you 200 bottles of beer that you will not have it done by this date, and it will not be like you will not get the website sorted, and you will not do this, that, and the other." Oh, Jesus Christ. About 10 days later, the website was live, the merch was done, it was all for sale, it was ready to fucking go.
I just need some, like, inspiration, something to get going.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again, it's like the carrot and the stick. I tried stick, and then I realised that didn't work, and then I tried carrot, and just dangled that in front of his head, and...
Yeah.
It was done.
I like it.
Yeah, more merch to come. Holla, holla, bling, bling.
Oh, yeah. Keep an eye on
I'm
the
liking it
fucking
as
site.
well. That trucker hat.
It's nice, isn't it?
I need some
Don't,
of that, yeah.
Jesus Christ, I hope the fucking truck rats are here by the time...
Allegedly, they're being delivered on Wednesday after I lost my shit with them.
Threats to kill. Right, okay.
Right, okay. So, Josh,
Hello.
for people who don't know you, what do you do?
We need like a quick summary, don't we?
Yeah, just a snippet,
right.
because I've got a shitload of questions for
Your
you.
CV, please, sir.
Right, snippet. So, I mean, probably the best way to describe me is what I get up to day to day, really, and I suppose. On my weekends. Weekends are more interesting anyway. So, I'm Josh Beer. I'm a country artist. Sing and play guitar, write songs. I ride bikes. I just like to send it, really.
Hell yeah, brother.
If I had to put it into basic terms, that's what I do, really. Devon born and bred.
Strong in the arm, thick in the head.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much me in a nutshell, really. Yeah, love all things Devon, really, all things country.
So, is that...
What are you going to say? You're looking at me and laughing.
Is that jam first or no?
Jam first. Oh, not that shit. It's actually quite a sensitive topic as well. If we're going to talk about Cornwall and all that.
Yeah, Sammy wants to fucking kill me, I think, at this point.
Well, actually, today, to be fair, I got my first speeding ticket coming through.
No.
Special day, actually.
From Cornwall.
Well, I'm actually quite pleased with it, to be fair, because it's like something. It's like you weren't expecting it. And it's a nice little surprise. So
What?
How is that nice little surprise?
Also, I just think if you haven't got a speeding ticket by the time you're 30, you're
Who
like,
are you?
really, who are you? It's
true.
a bit embarrassing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I sort of wish they still had Asbo's, really, to be honest. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think,
The old Section 59s and stuff.
yeah, I think it'd be great. Like,
Yeah.
I've got a mate that we was talking the other day after doing some like handbrake turns all evening and some little hatchbacks that we were selling.
Yes.
Allegedly selling. They're not. We've not sold them. It's fine. We wouldn't sell cars after doing such things. But yeah, we were sat in the car just thinking, like, if they had Asbo's now, we would be like proper prize winners of.
Yeah. Certified.
It's like a medal. Anyway, what we're saying about speeding ticket. Got my first speeding ticket today. And guess what speed I was doing?
Go on.
69 mile an hour.
Nice.
Yes, Daddy.
So I was on the way to do some dirt biking in Cornwall. It's legal allegedly
Cornish
where we
are
were
like
riding.
fucking-
But yeah, we were 69 mile an hour in a 60.
I love that. In the old LDV.
In the Lima Delta Victor, yeah, best van in the world. The Lima Delta Victor has actually got. I mean, if you're from my sort of circle of friends in Devon, like it's sort of, especially the past year, it's actually sort of grown in its reputation. It's I don't know how you describe it. Like, 'cause I mean, you're probably just thinking of like. You know, like
The old, like,
a shit
cargos.
minibus or something, aren't
Yeah,
you?
a rotten out
no, we're
minibus.
talking like it's an LDV, but we're talking color coded bumpers here. We've got some alloys on it.
Oh, mama,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Neons or no?
Neons?
Yeah.
No, we're not that. We're not that trait. Not that trait. But no, it was a business vehicle. It was pretty much free, to be honest. It was like a PX, and we thought we'd use it for a bit. And it's a business vehicle, but I've sort of got squatting rights over it now because I've just driven. I just drive all the time. But I mean, when people come out in the LDV, they just like it's like they go on like an experience and they want to come back. I don't know what it is about.
Oh Lord.
It's an experience to ride in the LDV. Max speed is 96 mile an hour. Cannot get it to go over 96, but yeah, probably a good thing to be fair, because you can't lose your licensing, can you? If you go,
That's it. Like below a ton, you're all right.
Are
Yeah.
you? I'll have to ask
so it's like a
Frank
built-in
actually.
safety feature, really.
Yeah.
The speedometer is in the middle as well. That's like
In the
pure
middle?
racing
Like
heritage.
a
That
Mini?
is, yeah.
Wow.
Just like a McLaren F1.
I was gonna say like a Ferrari, but like Mini, cool. Yeah.
Right. So we'll kick off with the guest questions. Go to drink.
I'm gonna be really like boring, but it's got to be Coors Light. I know that's like the most sort of like
Yes.
trashy sort of basic beer, but like if I had to pick a beer that I was just gonna drink all day in the afternoon, like a summer's afternoon, finish up riding or whatever you're doing. I just want something that's light. I can drink it all afternoon and drink it through the next day, and that's
I like
Coors
that.
do that in a nutshell, really.
I'm with you.
All my chickens have come home to roost, haven't they? All this smack I've talked about light beer, and now I've got you two on that side of the fucking table.
Hell
Like,
yeah, brother.
Have you had though? Have you had sports beer?
What
Sports
the fuck is this?
Sports beer. I mean, I don't know, yeah, it's probably frowned upon in some circles, but
Like masturbating on an airplane.
yeah, stuff like that, you know. Well, whatever. Folks, yeah. Hang on. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, there we go. No, sports beer is Gatorade mixed with a light beer.
Oh.
So
That
what you
is
get with that,
something I'll
right?
have to
And I've got
try.
it down to a science. So if you measure how much you get, I mean, a lot of the boys probably listening will know about sports beer. If you wear pit vipers and you
Hell
do
yeah.
that, if you do that sort of thing, you're going to know about sports beer. You're going to know, aren't you? We call it ISO beer, like copyright issues, you know. Like. But
That's trademarked.
yeah, so if you get the measurements right, if you drink half a bottle of Gatorade and you can fill the rest of it up with Coors Light, it's just like a really tasty sports drink. And what it does basically, I mean, to put it in bullet points, reduce your inhibitions and increase athletic performance at the same time. So when you've got 300 cc's of two-stroke power between your legs, that is what you want.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want it, but you could have it.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those ones,
Right.
really.
I'd be giving some
So
fucking
next
300
podcast,
cc's.
Reg, we're having sports beers.
Sports beers. Guest beer is sports beers.
That's a good shout.
We could try.
I saw that.
Get a fucking blue Powerade, like.
That's right. I'll get Gatorades.
So, man, What is perfect night in or night out?
Night in.
What's the night in?
What?
So obviously you don't like
A
nights
night-
in. What's your perfect night out then?
No, I don't mind a night in. Don't get me wrong, but like I do it after many nights out or doing an activity. I couldn't just have a night in. You know, like some people say, "Oh, you know, I'm just gonna have like a chilled one."
A Netflix and chill, fucking
what?
chicken chow mein, and a
What's-
finger in
a
the
chill
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no, I could do a chilled weekend. I can do it. There's just no such thing really. I'd have to be like injured or physically unable to like exit the house. I go crazy. Right, so night out. So, perfect night out. To be honest, in my own bar, JB's Honky Tonk.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. No, honestly, like I think the best nights I've had this year have been in my own home. Well, my homeland, I guess, because it's not in my home. But yeah, basically, long story short, I'm over at my family's place. We've got a big barn, turned it into a honky tonk, and we've had some mad parties there. Got the band in there, full of neon lights, full of beer. You can't really go wrong, to be
You
honest.
sound like I would be in my element, wouldn't I?
Oh, it's brilliant.
You have this. You have the Doghouse.
This is it. Yeah, this
you
is
don't like
it.
country music.
So really, what I should be saying is, my ideal night is here right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That for me, I'm definitely a pub guy. I guess, like compared to like if going out, you got people that like the club, don't they? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. I've got, you know, I'll go out and have a club night, but I'm a proper pub pint drinking beer all night type of guy. You know,
I want to be like either crawling through a hole in the wall or
Yes.
like trying to flip as many bar mats as I can.
Yeah.
yeah, just like
See, the issue we've got in Barnstable, where I'm from, it's like a system, really. You got WTF, basically, they call it. Weatherspoons, Tavern, Fever
Right.
is a nightclub. That's
That's a
it.
circuit.
You got 3 stops, a circuit, and you can't, you know, the whole town just sticks to that route, really. So it's kind of like, you know, if you go out in Barnstable, that's what you're getting, basically, which is
Right.
then enter JB's Honky Tonk. You've
Another
got your
avenue.
vibe, you know, of country music, all the boys together and everything, and you can go on till 5 o'clock in the morning.
I like that.
Because our town, the pubs close at bloody 11:30. Then it's like,
Yeah.
well, you know, because I love to party. People always think that if you're not bothered about going to the club or whatever, you're not like a party guy. You don't like to, you know, be out. But that's not the case. Like, I'd stay in a pub till like the next day.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the thing.
honestly,
But like a lot of towns, you can't do that, can
No.
you? Now, like, so
That's it.
I'm a
Most of
honky
our
tonk
shit.
guy, really. I mean, Nashville, like that is my idea of heaven, really. Just bars with like live country music all night
Oh, mate.
to the next day.
Yeah.
Just drinking beer all night.
Marlon's having like a little
Marlon's
flashback.
just having like,
God damn.
holy shit.
Right, can we just rewind a little bit?
yeah, right. Tell
What
us.
the fuck is Factory Friday?
Factory fucking Friday. Yeah, I can't believe you guys don't do this.
No.
Because I tell people about this all the time. Like, you go to other places in the UK, and they're like, what? Factory Friday? Like,
I mean,
what?
we got Doghouse Fridays.
yeah, it's Doghouse Fridays, man.
So Factory Friday, I mean, obviously, probably can tell by the name. It started originally on the last Friday before Christmas,
Yeah.
when all the factories closed up and that for Christmas. Everyone would close at midday and go out and get on the piss.
Yeah.
And then you just get pissed from midday onwards to the next day. So the last Friday before Christmas, when all the factories close. And that's just been a tradition in Barnstable, really. Every year. It's like a religion. That is the biggest night of the year for us, like in North
Dang.
Devon, in Barnstable.
That sounds
Like,
fucking brilliant.
we talk about it like we're talking about next Factory Friday now. Like that's
Oh, shit.
that's a big deal, you know. Factory
mate, I'm
Friday.
so excited for
it's
Christmas.
a special. I mean, I think you need to come down for Factory Friday
Yeah.
if you haven't got Factory Friday. Like, because I mean, I couldn't imagine actually not having Factory Friday if I was in a different part of the world. Say I lived in like Venezuela, wherever that is. Like,
down there
I
somewhere.
was thinking of like the most
Central America.
relate. you
no,
know, like, yeah.
it's probably in Italy, according to you, isn't it, Ray?
I know a lot about Central America.
I'd come
You
back.
like
watch a
them
lot of Narcos.
big booty bitches?
Them big booty bitches.
Yeah, I'd travel back for Factory Friday.
Right.
Biggest night of the year. It's brilliant. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just something a little bit magical because you're in. I work at, by the way, I work at a car garage, so a lot of good banter and stuff. And yeah, on Factory Friday, it's just got that excitement in the morning. You're in the garage and you all get a little excited. You're looking at each other, and a half day, and then you're just like, and then you close up shop midday.
Not a fucking torque wrench inside.
No, sir.
Everything's getting 20 Ugga Duggers and we're getting on the fucking beers.
Yeah, so yeah, we get our get our clothes on, nice shirt, and then us
Get on.
mosey on down to town, and that's it, really. But I like it because drinking, I don't know, something like I love day drinking.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that, to be fair.
There's something a little bit naughty about it.
Day drinking.
Like,
Yeah.
it's.
Dangerous.
I don't know.
game.
I don't know what it
dangerous
is about it. Is it the kind of sense of opportunity, like because you're drinking? Say you're pissed at 2:00. You're like, we've got like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Like anything could happen in the next 10 hours.
And it's that like
It's
I
that-
shouldn't really be doing this. Like
it's a little bit naughty, and it's
I
like
should be at work. I should be being a productive member of society, but instead I'm masturbating in the middle of Weatherspoons.
masturbating outside the Panera Market by.
Look at me go! I'm a scientist.
Yeah. So like, yeah. No, there's all sorts of. I mean, Factory Friday is just known for just shit happening, really. Like, I mean, a lot of people call it other stuff, like blackout, Black Eye Friday, break up with your missus, sort of piss off your wife, sort of Friday, whatever you want to call it, like it's one of those days. I just love it. You'd be going up the high street and it'd be like 6:00 and you go in like this. You start off at some horrible. I'd start at the bottom, the most horrible, nasty bars. I actually like horrible, nasty bars.
Dive bars.
I don't know. Yeah, I love it. I like the horrible nastiness of it. I think they're friendlier because the owners are like almost like you go in there and they're grateful that you've gone in there.
They're grateful for the patronage.
We went to the most horrible, nasty bar over Christmas for a night out, and there was about 20 of us, and we all went out on a big bike ride in the daytime, and it's like a tradition thing, and we have fancy dress every year, and me and my buddy, we thought we'd do nylon shell suits, the 80s sort of shiny blue suits, so with the wigs and that. So we bought literally like 30 of them off Amazon Prime or whatever. So there was about 20 of us all walk into this the most shittiest bar in town. It's a sort of shitty bar as well. You only get like people that regularly go in there, and it was like that's probably the most business they've had all year. But the owner in there, she's almost like grateful for having you there because they just don't get anybody coming in there.
I'll have 20 pints, please. And they're like, fucking yes, of course.
It was quite questionable attire though, because what we probably didn't think through is
I know what you're gonna say.
Mr. Savile.
Now then, how's about that then?
We did not think that through, if I'm honest, because
I did think that through when I dressed as that purposely to look like Jimmy Savile.
Oh, yeah.
very
good.
Yeah, I got a picture of that somewhere.
So yeah, that night started off sort of not purposely dressing as Mr. Savile, but it sort of became a purpose after we'd been labelled that, really.
Now then.
Marvellous. Just don't tell your mother.
There was a family member, I won't name him, but he was obviously had a few beers, and the quote of the night, really, like, I don't know if we're allowed to say this.
You can say whatever.
Allegedly, some girls came up to him, and bear in mind, this is an older family member, and they come up to him, and they're like, "Oh, what are you dressed as?" And he was like, "Jimmy Savile," and they're like, "Oh, why?" And he was like, "We like what he did."
He could have fixed it for you.
Jim will fist it.
Yeah.
Look, I keep saying about Gary Glitter. I respect the music, but separate the man from his hobbies.
I'd let him touch me.
What? Rolf Harris's music is banging as well.
Bing bang.
Rolfie. Oh,
Right, let's not start going off. Right, no.
let's not start on the
Right,
P-Files
so
now.
as we've skimmed,
We've gone
you
in low.
are a country artist.
I am.
Why? What made you pick that genre
Well,
in
I think
particular?
the word country artist, like country for me, it's not just the music. Like it is literally, I am just a country guy in general. Just with my lifestyle, my interests, like country music for me, it just sort of it resonates with everything I do and love, really.
Yeah,
but yeah. So what was the question? The actual question then? What
Why?
made me do? What I do? It's my favorite kind of music. Really. I mean, I love all kinds of music. I love lots of music. But yeah, I've grown up always being around country music and that. Even my mum used to do like line dance and that when I was literally like a little baby. I'd be in a bug. Yeah, I used to be in a little buggy when my mum used to be doing line dance. So it's always been around me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I used to be quite a rock and roll guy. I've grown up playing the pub circuit, playing in like punk bands and like all sorts of stuff. So I've done all kinds of music. But I think probably when I started writing songs and learning how to sing and stuff, I realised that my voice for whatever reason. It just seems to
Suits like
suit that kind of thing. And obviously, I love country music, and it's just home. Country's home for me, really.
yeah.
In a way,
I like
country
that.
music's home, my sonic home. And yeah.
So inspirations, artist wise.
Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? That's always a long one. But yeah, this is one where you have to get your phone out, innit? Look on Spotify when you're thinking of
Yeah.
there's
Your
just
most
so
played.
much stuff
So
that inspires me.
I've
You know?
got my list of my grandparents always used to listen to country.
Yeah.
Parents not
Is
so
that
much.
where you got it from?
Yeah.
I was wondering where you got this horrendous taste. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Whoa.
I'm joking. I like Irish folk. Is that close enough?
No, I don't mind Irish folk.
There we go. We're all friends.
The thing I always say though to people where they go, "Oh, I don't like country music." You just know how you haven't heard proper country music then.
Yeah. That's
You
it.
haven't heard good country music because I think that's the thing with the UK. Like, we haven't.
Nothing's in the charts. Nothing.
None of it's in the chart. Yeah, like
I don't think any of it translates well.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
Yeah.
driving downtown in my Silverado with my fucking whatever.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck you've been listening to.
Go into a 7-Eleven and you're like, I don't understand what.
see,
any of this
that's probably
fucking
like an extreme end of it, isn't it? Like
Like
not all
Upchurch.
country music's like that, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's them singing about what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's weird. Like like what would be like top of the Billboard charts in America. You just don't.
It wouldn't even come over.
know about it
No.
over here. I mean, it's like platinum selling and
Yeah.
stuff. It's a shame because like a lot of my friends and stuff, I've played this music to them, and they're like, "Oh, this is awesome! I love this!" Like, and they're like, "What is?" They even know it's country music because they're not exposed
They've
to
never
country.
heard it. No,
they don't even
that's
know it's
it.
country, and it's awesome. It's really I don't know why we don't hear enough of it. But yeah, I mean that's what I try and do because I love the sonic sound of country music, and all I'm doing is basically playing it. But I'm a British guy singing about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But to be honest, our lifestyle is like me and my buddies down in Devon. Like when you listen to a lot of country music and stuff, it's talking about the country life. That
Tells
is
a
our life.
story.
It relates. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
The fine details. Driving in your pickup truck. Yeah, fair enough. We don't drive pickup trucks as much, but like the essence of it, like it resonates so much with me,
Yeah.
with my lifestyle, and like I found that even with my own music, like just over the past year, with like people following me or messaging me or listening to my music, and it's like it's your young farmers, it's your boys in Devon and stuff. They love it,
Yeah.
because we don't have our own. There is our own thing, like that's
Yeah,
the thing,
like-
we have got our own country scene.
Setup.
It's weird, because there's big signed country artists in the UK that are like UK country, but it's just watered down pop shit. Like
Yeah,
you're not going to listen
yeah.
to that when you're out working in the fields, are you? Like
That's it, eh?
I'd rather listen to my granddad farting on a dinner plate for 2 minutes than listen to that shit. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just like I don't know what it is with country in the UK, but.
It's
It's
coming.
coming though. It's coming
Yeah,
over.
it
like
has
people like
to.
Luke Combs and
Oh,
artists like
mate.
that.
Oh,
Like
I'm gonna be fucking sorry.
shit hot artists, like it is. We're hearing more of it now.
Yeah. Luke Coombs actually had his song play on Radio 2.
Yeah, Radio 2 do cover a lot of it, definitely. I think that's it, really. Yeah, it's just
So
matter
I'll
of time.
start with my sort of like what I was introduced to early on. So like grandparents, Johnny Cash,
Awesome.
like, and that is kind of my biggest influence. And you got like Willie Nelson, Jerry Reed,
Yeah.
a little bit of Joe Diffie.
Yeah, I love Joe Diffie.
Yeah.
Prop me up beside the jukebox.
I like a bit of John
Reg has
Deere,
just come in just like,
John Deere Green, like.
yeah.
Black for
No, Joe Diffie's
Yeah,
like the
for a little
honky tonk
week.
man. He is.
Ain't nothing wrong with a pickup, man.
I would say it with a little.
Have you seen the
bumpy
video?
grind.
Have you seen the video of me with Pickup Man?
No.
You're gonna have to watch that now.
Light me up on fire.
There's a
rolling down the
video.
hill.
Of me in a Barbie Jeep, the kids Barbie Jeeps.
Yes.
No, I have seen that.
An industrial
yeah.
unit just hitting this like ramp flat out in this Barbie Jeep, and it's like slow mo, and you got Joe Diffie singing Pickup Man.
I have seen the video of
PVs
you
online,
with your-
eating shit.
with
Not
your
eat, but,
fucking leg up on a 2-wheel drive.
Oh, yeah,
international
tractor.
there. I don't want you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I did not want to do that, but my mate was like, "No, you're doing this. You got to do this for the
Fucking
gram."
send it,
Something
you
like
For
that.
the show,
bitch.
like.
For the show!
For the show.
For the gay only fans. That's what they say.
Keen or no, Shag?
There's money in that game, boy.
So from listening to you, I think you're proper new country.
Yeah.
So like you're with the likes of Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, Luke Combs, Kit Moore, that sort of thing.
That modern Nashville sound, yeah.
Yeah.
Which again, like, I don't know why we don't hear that in the UK. There's so many, like, a lot of the American stuff is so good, but I don't know why British people don't do that. Like, just put their own spin on it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm doing really is I love the modern American Nashville country, and I just want to make music that I would want to listen to.
Yeah.
Really in that essence, and that's it. That's all it is really. I think we need to hear more of it, but
We do. We need proper country on the radio.
proper country, not watered down shit.
No.
Like,
As a little interject here, I'm not a massive country man, but I know enough to know enough.
yeah.
What was your opinion on Lil Nas X and and his country song? I want to know your opinion because I know there's a massive divide in the music industry about that.
Yeah, because
and about whether it was classified as country or not.
Yeah.
And then of course they decided it wasn't country, so obviously Billy Ray Cyrus jumped on it and made it more country, so it would go into the.
See, that's the thing. Like, there's so many ways you can look at that because it got like literally withdrawn from the country charts. So it did go into the Billboard country charts,
Right.
Yeah.
but it got withdrawn because it was deemed not country, which is
then
kind of a
there's-
weird thing, really. Because how do you decide whether something's country?
Yeah,
Like, because it's such a big genre. I think with country, it's such a big genre. You can have so many different sounds under that umbrella. It's like pop music. How do you define pop music?
Yeah.
Country's become a genre that's just so big that you couldn't define it by one sound.
Like, how do you define pop?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Pop
Yeah,
is popular music, so you could, but if something's popular, you could put it down as pop. Like it could be fucking thrash metal,
Yeah.
it could be screamo, it could be anything.
I honestly wouldn't really know where to stand with that, to be honest. Like, I guess in essence, no, it's not a country song. I almost kind of, I don't hate the song, but like when it first came out, one thing I didn't like it is because I felt like it was like a bit of a piss take of country.
Yeah, okay.
Like riding on my horse, like sort of thing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's not riding on his horse, is he? He doesn't ride his horse. Like, it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a bit sort of like,
Yeah,
that's like a
it's-
parody, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, he rolls
know,
in his Bentley.
Cultural appropriation.
exactly. Yeah, like
I'm
all
gonna
that.
say it. No one else is gonna fucking say it.
Goddamn culture appropriation.
Coming down here.
Come around these parts, taking our parking spaces.
I ain't got no pickup truck.
Fucking my women, drinking my ribble.
I don't know really. I just think that's the thing. It's such a big genre. You can.
I did think it was
People can do
really
what they
good.
want,
Obviously,
but-
Billy Ray Cyrus hopped on it with him and was like, you know
See,
what?
that's
No, we're gonna
See,
make
that's
it
another
country
thing, though. Do you think he got on it?
for the clout, or
Yeah, because Billy Ray Cyrus is a little bit of a sort of.
it's a joke, a meme.
Yeah, because he was fucking badass back in the day.
Yeah,
like,
he
was
hadn't done a
with his
lot for a
mullet in the
long
90s.
time.
You know, in the 90s,
Yeah.
he was cool as shit.
Yeah.
But I think now, like, obviously he's had his time, and like, was he trying to get on that thinking, or this could blow
And
up
then
and
I'll
be
kick it
Yeah.
off again.
exactly, like it, or is he genuinely thinking, no, this is country, and I want to.
Support it.
Do you want to know?
You don't know what people's sort of motives are really with it all. to be honest,
Yeah.
but-
Do you want to know a weird fact about Billy Ray Cyrus? You know, obviously Miley is his daughter.
Oh man,
No, I didn't clock that. No.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. So there's this long-standing theory, and it's believed within the scientific community that if you
The
suffer,
scientific community.
of which I is a part of, being a scientist, I've got a D in physics.
Trust me.
So, if you suffer like a severe head injury, it can change you and make you more of a risk taker,
Yeah.
and often more promiscuous and just generally more of a go-getter. So, Billy Ray Cyrus had Miley on the back of his pit bike back in the fucking early 90s, something like that, and he was going flat out, and Miley was on the back, and they went under a tree.
Oh shit, man!
Billy,
God damn.
Billy ducked, and she didn't.
Yeah.
And she hit her head.
So
like,
you're saying that this is why Miney's gone all like hectic and
She's a
shit.
bit broken. Like,
Well, there's stories on stories of people that have severe head injuries and have become incredibly famous.
Do we like Miley? What's
I do. I think she's fucking brilliant, personally.
yeah.
I saw her at Glastonbury.
I think she's mental.
I think she's quite, she's done a thing and she's been quite out there, but like she's a hell of a musician though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
If she came in here now, I mean, I'd like her in here now, but like
God damn, I shit my pants.
I like me in her now, but yeah. Lads.
if she came in here now with guitar and sang, she'd be shit hot.
Yeah.
She'd probably make us cry in there.
The thing is, you got to remember, like when she,
Yeah.
she had her Disney thing, and then she burst onto the scene.
Yeah, Hannah
fucking-
Montana was
fucking
fit.
mental.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
she had her like shaved head, the little fucking what are they, space buns and all that shit.
Yeah.
But she grabbed everyone's attention with that.
And also, I think because she came into the limelight so early, and it was like Hannah Montana thing. It's a little bit sort of like, maybe she had to do something
she
to
had to
break
break-
away from that, almost
to
break
break-
down
Yeah.
the walls and
Yeah.
everything, to then
Break the Disney
Make
chains.
Not make a new character, but
just
bring
completely
herself
destroy what. Yeah, because
It's
otherwise
just-
people just think of her as being a cheesy sort of childhood pop star
Yeah.
thing, whatever
It's
you
the
want to call
same.
it.
It's the same story with the Jonas Brothers. It's the same story with Britney Spears. All these Disney stars have done it. Who's that other one?
I don't know too many Disney stars, mate. Iron Man,
Whoever sang "Good for You."
Venom.
Good for you, you're happy.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, she was a
sang the
Disney-
really depressing song about the driving license and that, like in the workshop.
yeah, with
It's
the
like on
driving
about.
license.
It was on like about 3 times a day, and
Yeah.
it wasn't like number 1 for like God knows how long.
It's a damn good thing I don't listen.
I was
to
just
the radio.
thinking, like, is everybody just really, really, really depressed in the UK at the minute to just keep this song at number 1? Because it's just like, and it's a good song, but it's just like, shit, it isn't half depressing, is it?
Yeah.
So, Josh, how did you get started in the music industry?
Different for everybody, really, isn't it? I think.
Sucked
Right.
off a manager and just
This and that happens, doesn't it?
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah, you got to suck a dick to get to the top, haven't you?
just climbing that ladder of cock.
Music's always been in my life. Like, I guess your parents is all part of it. Like
So
when you're a little
formative.
kid, like it's what's playing in the car.
Yes.
You know?
I'm sure everyone who's listening can relate.
When you sat in the back of the car, what's playing, I think has a big impact. And I was very much brought up on. I remember being in the van with my dad, going out to ride bikes and that, and we'd have like we'd have AC/DC Highway to Hell, the album.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that, for me, like that, to be honest, that's the first album I recall as a kid looking at, like a CD, listening to music. That's the first image, I guess, really, thinking back now, is AC/DC Highway to Hell. And I mean, that's like, for a start now, it's guitar music, it's bands. Yeah. You're already introduced to that. That's already in your head. And like Dire Straits, like Mark.
yes.
So like my dad,
Mark Knopfler on guitar.
Yeah, you're being played all of that stuff, and being a kid in the back of your car, you see these people with guitars, don't you? It's guitar heroes, isn't it? Like, singers, rock bands, rock and roll. Like, and I think that's probably what sparked my interest. Is just that initial sort of being a rock star with a guitar.
When did you start playing then?
Got to be like 9, I guess.
Did you? That's early. That's really early.
So I went to a private school when I was.
Bloody hell.
What went wrong, mate?
Don't try to suck me off.
And the only option was like classical guitar. I was like, oh, I don't really want to do that. Like, and I did it, for a couple of years, did my grades and whatever, but that wasn't what I wanted to do.
Thing is, it definitely teaches you a lot.
Yeah, it teaches you technique and stuff like
technique
that.
is so important.
I did that for a bit, and then I started singing and playing chords, and then obviously started learning electric guitar and stuff. So always stuck at that. But I was saying,
the man.
fuck the man.
Give me a Telecaster.
And then I guess after that, like, music was always in my life really, but was not like at the forefront really. Like, when I was a little kid, it was riding bikes, riding motocross, doing those things, being at school, and always playing guitar and singing and doing all that stuff. It wasn't until I was probably 18, that I had to think, I've got to go to uni or whatever, and I decided to do music. So I went off to uni for 3 years and decided to do music. So that's when I studied guitar. But I mean, probably from the age about 14, I got into a band and started gigging, playing pub gigs. So from the age of about 15 to 18, I was playing every Saturday night, just like pub gigs and stuff. And
I expect you learn a lot about yourself doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's awesome! Like it's your bread and butter. Like I'm so grateful for that, because it just teaches you how to play. You never forget that. If you play like Saturday night gigs every Saturday, hour and a half in a band for 5 years straight, that stays with you. That tightness of locking in with a band and stuff and doing that stuff.
You know what works. You know what doesn't work.
Yeah. So that was my bread and butter. That sort of rock and roll sort of slogging it out on a Saturday night, playing gigs in some horrible, nasty bars.
Yeah.
Which I loved it. It was great. There was one bar that I played at. It was called the Olive Branch, and great bar. It's not called that anymore, but every gig I played in there, someone got arrested. Bearing in mind, we were a punk band at the time. Like we played like sort of 70s new wave types, like the Clash and all that type stuff. So,
yes.
That sort of stuff. So that was, I played a lot of all that stuff before I got into country and stuff. So, and that still stays with me a little bit, that kind of rock and roll thing, but I'm quite grateful for that musical upbringing, really. And then, like I said, going away to uni, that's when I guess probably music became an actual more prominent thing in my life, because I went and studied it for 3 years.
I'm going to say, it better be if you're fucking paying that much money.
Yeah, still haven't paid for it yet, mate.
Oh, God bless this government.
What is this light thing I'm holding, by the way? It's not some sort of weird...
I want it in
It's actually a bomb.
I want it in the... No, yeah, don't turn it for more than 3 seconds. No, I want it in a quiz in the...
I want it in the quiz and left it here.
Oh, all right, sorry. Fucking hell. Who won the quiz? Me.
A little lit up bean.
Yeah, well, I thought it was like an anal light, so you could put it on the floor and check your ass.
Oh, no, it was from Titch, so... So, favourite guitar?
It's got to be Telecaster.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Tele. Obviously country, it's just the quintessential guitar for country, but because obviously I've played guitar for other artists, like pop artists, session work, all sorts of stuff for different music, but it's my country bread and butter guitar, but also just it does anything.
Yeah.
It's just got the sound.
It's so versatile.
You can mold it to whatever. You can fucking throw it down the stairs. It'll be alright.
I'm assuming it's a Fender, yeah?
Yeah, Fender Telecaster.
Made in...
Oh, I've got a nice Tele, to be fair. It's a Fender American Elite.
Yeah. In the US of A.
And it's in a cherry sunburst. With
the chicken strips.
Cherry sunburst.
Yeah, I know. I had a cherry sunburst.
with a pearl scratch plate. It's got like a nice tapered neck on it and everything. It's like a new proper I love this. No one's gonna hear this on air, but the music playing in the background, it's Morgan Wallen, Need a Boat. I love this song. Just a little fact about this song.
It's more country songs, if anyone was wondering.
Yeah, so this song, Need a Boat, Morgan Wallen, it's you should definitely all listen to it. It's me and my buddy Dan Mandel, he actually races bikes professionally. He's a very, very, very good enduro rider. But pretty much every day we've got up to go riding, this is the song that we wake up to in the flat. This song comes on when the alarm goes up.
This is your hype song.
I get up and I get out of bed and I do like a weird dance routine, I'm hooking and reeling them and yeah, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. But anyway, going back to guitars, Telecaster. I love it. If I had to have one guitar, electric guitar, it'd be a Telecaster.
So you say cool. One guitar. How many guitars do you have?
I'm actually quite sensible, to be fair.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I've got nice things, but I've got a few nice things.
Yeah.
So I've got like a Telecaster, and then it's called an Epiphone Casino, the other guitar. It's like a hollow
I know an Epiphone
guitar. Yeah. It's like a big, the F holes, the big hollow guitars.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a really nice one, big hollow guitar. And that's like proper rock and roll sort of, Chuck Berry sort of thing, you see him, yeah.
God, don't.
So it's very specific sound, but it's a cool looking guitar. And then I like my amps, and I've got a few different amps and pedals.
Talk me through your amps.
I got Fender, Deluxe Reverb. So yeah, I mean, you musicians out there, you'll know what that is. A Fender Deluxe Reverb, just a classic clean country amp.
Yeah.
And then I've got a Vox AC30.
Oh,
Which, yeah, that's my baby. That's what my go-to now.
yeah,
really, to be
my
fair.
cousin
cool.
Hayden, shout out Hayden Stevens guitar. He's got a Vox and he absolutely swears by it.
No, I love it. It's just
That's,
obviously you have
that's a tube amp.
obviously all tube amps and that. But yeah, like obviously people use effects pedals and stuff, but a Vox amp. I mean, this is probably I'm talking a different language to most people listening now, but
Fuck the listeners, I'm listening.
the Vox amp for me, I can plug into that with just a guitar, no effects, nothing, and that's my sound. It's there.
That's it.
No special effects needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I want to ask you a question because this is not going to apply to 99.9% of our listeners, but it will apply to me. What do you think of orange amps? Everyone I speak to says this. I love them.
What's an orange amp?
I'm pouring another beer. Hang on.
I don't understand what everyone's fucking problem is with orange.
No, I like orange amps. They're cool. I think it just depends what you buy. I'm more of a classic amp guy. Like some of their sort of like modern wacky shit is, I don't know.
Bit noncy.
I've always I've never been able to just keep pouring that into it.
Sorry, bud. Sorry.
I've been fortunate enough to own one, but I've played a couple and I fucking love them.
The thing is with amps, and I mean, because again, we're talking a different language here to a lot of people won't understand, but yeah, equipment, amps, music stuff, like, I do think that everybody's different.
Yeah, everyone's got their own.
Because there's industry proven anything, anything in sport, bikes, whatever.
Some people get on with something, some people don't
things,
get on with it.
equipment stuff. Like everyone's got preference, and I think it's the same with music. Like you've got some people swear by playing a Telecaster, some people like a Stratocaster guitar.
I'm a
some people like
man.
Fender amps, some people like Marshall amps. I think because everyone's got different hands, everyone sounds different. It's what works for you. So I just think whatever you like the sound of.
Same in the mechanics
What's-
world.
yeah.
Some people like Mac, some people like Snap-on.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good debate actually.
Yeah.
So what are you guys?
Snap-on all day.
Snap-on?
I'm a piece of shit. I couldn't afford any of that.
I don't own tools. I'm not a mechanic. Just to be clear,
I'm
So-
don't know shit about
Hand tools, always Snap-on. Electrical tools, Milwaukee.
Yeah,
All day.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We've got obviously most of the. Well, actually, no. One of the guys at our garage. So I work at a car garage. I can't fix cars. I don't work on cars. I just do like the labour jobs that no one else wants to do, sort of type shit. Really, like me in between music. You know how it goes. You know,
starving musician.
yeah. But no, like one of our guys got Snap-on, the other guys have got Mac tools, but we get like regular visits from the Mac guy, and I feel like there's a lot of discrimination goes on because he comes in the workshop, right?
It's like
Yeah.
two warring factions.
Well, and not just that though. It's like he sniffs out. He's sussed out. I'm no mechanic. So he comes in and he's like, hello. He's at South Africa and he's like, hello mate, you alright? And he's like, I can't do it South Africa.
What, mate?
South African, hello mate.
Yeah,
how are
hello
you?
mate, you alright? And then he comes in and stuff, and he's obviously my mate Ross. He's well into his Mac tools. He's got a lovely tool box. He's got a big orange Mac box. The fucking dog's bollocks.
Ain't no care out
And
there.
if Ross is busy, he'll come in and he'll talk to me and stuff. I'll be like halfway down a drain or something, digging out shit. You know how it goes, and he'll sort of make small talk with me, like, oh, hello, mate, how's it going? Music going all right? Like, got some new stock in, with the vans and whatever you're selling. And as soon as Ross sort of comes in sight or whatever conversations he's having with me, he'll just fucking just cut me short. He'll just walk off. I'm like, you're a dick.
That's it. The Mac man doesn't like me either.
Where he's
To be
getting
fair,
paid.
I don't think he's coming. He's not going to listen to this show, is he? Realistically.
Nah, fuck
But
him.
I take the piss because I don't know. I mean, you probably get the tool people come around, don't
Yeah.
you? Some of them are real genuine guys, aren't they? Like, they come in and they're like, like just, it's their job in it to sell you stuff. If you want to buy something, you buy it off them.
Yeah.
But other people, I feel like they've got like a real sort of like, they're only your mate if they sell you something.
Buying something, yeah.
I always take the piss. He's like, comes in like, oh, there, Ross, mate, you're right. I tell you what, if you come in the back of my truck here, if you suck my dick, I'll give you a free spanner, mate.
The first, because I've moved jobs, in the last 12 months, the first 4 months, I don't think the Mac man spoke to me because
No.
all my shit is Snap-on. Like my Blue Point trolley.
Oh, you're blacklisted.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's only recently started talking to me.
I think my budget would be more like Draper or something like that,
Yeah, man. I'm Draper expert. All the fuck. Yes, I love that shit. So I want to get your opinions on my guitars.
Oh, here we go.
Right. So when I first started out, I don't know. Do you remember a band called Reef?
Oh yeah, Reef. They're not from Devon, but they live in Devon now.
Well, the bassist doesn't.
Don't they?
The bassist lives very close to here,
Do they?
and he is a long story. I won't go too far into it, but he knows my family, and I kind of know his family. And he had a very special edition Land Rover that was the same as mine.
Yeah.
And he used to buy LPG off of my family. You know what LPG is? Liquid petroleum gas.
Yeah.
Your car gas converted. Anyway, so that's how he knew my family. And when I got into guitar, when I got into bass, my old man was like, "Here, Jack, you know guitars and shit, doesn't he?" He was like, "Yes, quite well, oddly enough, being that I have a #1 fucking platinum single, you prick." So my old man gave him a wedge and said, "Go get him whatever he needs." So my first guitar was a Squire P bass. Black,
Nothing wrong with that.
white scratch plate, perfect starting guitar.
The P bass is like
It's the starting bass.
I mean, because I'm a
So-
guitarist, so I don't like know an awful lot about basses, but like
You're not sat in the back bobbing your head like.
a P bass is like that's the one, but that is the one.
So that's what I started with, and then my second guitar. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, I'll be amazed. I have a Burns Scorpion.
Wouldn't know. I would not have a clue. Did you say a burnt scorpion?
Yeah.
Burns.
I'm just thinking of a burnt scorpion,
You know-
like an actual I wouldn't have a clue.
Crispy
Have
boy.
you heard of the guitar maker's Burns?
Nope.
You know Brian May from Queen?
Oh yeah.
He has played Burns guitars since the 70s.
Oh right, yeah. Probably should know about that. Shouldn't I?
No, I have no idea.
one moment, gentlemen. I'm
I
gonna
think mine are all POV spec.
Oh wow,
Oh yeah,
that's a guitar and a half, isn't it?
that's a bass.
that is a bass.
You're
a
missing
bass.
some strings there, man.
You've seen it before.
Yeah,
haven't
I've
you?
seen it.
Yeah. Not that you can really rate it because you don't know what it is, but what do you think of the style?
I feel like you need to join a Kiss tribute band.
Yeah, I see
Only
that.
if you shake me all night long.
Nah, that's cool, mate.
I was going for a heavy metal phase. Like I was, yeah.
I would never have known.
I was all about riding the lightning back then, boo. Yeah. So yeah, and what else have I got? I've got just a Squire Strat,
Yeah.
and just like same as yours, sunburst,
Yeah.
with a pearl scratch plate, and like
Lovely.
it's fucking brilliant. Just
Nothing wrong with that. It's whatever you want to use to get the job done.
Yeah.
I'm a bassist. Like all I do is sit in the back and go do doom doom.
Only got 4
Slap
strings.
the bass.
Doom doom doom.
But yeah, Reef, they're quite like I don't know who lives down in Devon now, but like they're sort of like a bit of a local
Yeah.
thing
yeah.
down our way now. Reef,
It's,
like, everyone always
It's Jack Besant that lives. Who's the bassist who lives like up here?
yeah.
Yeah. He's
Because they all surf, obviously, don't they? So they're like
fucking
obviously.
righteous.
Yeah,
Gnarly.
Reef, man.
Ew, man.
Ew.
Dude.
Totally.
Don't want to offend our guests too much.
No, I'm well into my surfing. Despite being a country guy, I'm proper into that. I got into it like was it 2 years ago now? I love it.
Can't do it.
I absolutely love it.
You look,
I think I'm like the only guy to ever go down to the beach in like a Stetson.
honestly, if we can get a fucking video of that, I'd be the happiest man.
I like
in the
that.
world.
Waxing up my board in a cowboy hat, like
I don't want you.
I don't give a shit. Like yeah,
with,
I love
with
it.
with the 501s on.
yeah, oh yeah. So I just dropped your anal thing. Hang on.
Right. We'll be back shortly. Only get beer in a week. And yeah, whatever. Bye.
After the week, we'll continue taking the piss. After the week, after the break, we'll continue taking the piss out of Reg.
Yeah, what happens when you need a piss break? Do we just press pause?
We're going now because we're having a
good.
break. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Don't forget to moisturise. Love you. Bye.
You've been to the fridge.
I've been to the fridge.
What the
Do
fuck
we
have
want to
you
also
bought?
just sort of highlight this moment as well? I've just had my first nicotine patch.
Yeah.
Just
The
a bit of
Sylvanian
back
patch.
history. I don't smoke,
The
but
Sylvanian pillow.
oh, it's burning. It's burning.
They burn, don't they?
burning my mouth.
It's burning my
burning my mouth.
Right. So what have we got here then, Marlon? We've got
Like this.
it's a nice can, tactile
what's
wise.
it?
It feels nice. It's like a stippled.
It's stickered.
It is stick. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the top.
I
half
like
is
the feel of it. It's got like a
Yeah.
bit of a rough
It's
grip
tactile,
to it.
isn't it? Yeah, it feels like
It's
a Glock.
practical. You could be running from someone or doing something, whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
and
you're gonna
it's-
slip out your
it
hand.
ain't this ain't slipping out your hand, is it?
This is the fucking what is it? Dots and ribs or whatever.
Yeah.
What's that bloke
Pleasure for both.
that used to fight the bears? It's got him on the front.
He's a rugged chap.
Who used to fight bears?
Yeah.
Not Putin.
Not Boo.
The fucking MMA guy. There's gonna be so many people screaming. No, it's who beat McGregor? I'm gonna smash your boy. He was from Dagestan.
He does not look Pakistani at all.
They're from Dagestan.
Oh,
It's
Dagestan.
an area in Russia. Have you got him up yet?
No.
Oh, there's so many
It's
people.
like, sorry. He's in a flight jacket.
He's a rugged man, basically.
yeah, rugged man.
So, Marlon, what is it that I've dug out the fridge? I
Right.
can't even remember who bought it for us.
Gypsy Hill, Bandit, gluten free, pale ale.
That's gonna have to go.
Right.
How many-
3.8%.
I think it's about time that you. The marketing bullshit. That's really difficult to
right.
read, isn't it?
Gypsy Hill was born from family. We brew quality, uncompromised beer. We're a dedicated team who look for the same quality in our lives. We use our passion for beer to live a better life, and we want the same for you. This is Bandit, a gluten-free pale ale. So that means it hasn't got any hops in it.
Oh yeah.
We took our beloved beatnik and stole the gluten out.
Basically, just a load of shit that we don't know anything about. But
Oh, this
it
is
is-
what,
no.
this is what the marketing bullshit's all
Yeah.
about.
yeah, no, yeah.
It's a light, refreshing pale, still fruity, still floral, loads of flavour, just gluten free.
What's two pant mean?
One-
Two pants.
What was it I said? 2 pant, 1 pant, 3 pant floor.
Right. So are we going to y'all ready?
Y'all ready? Oh gee, it's a lively
That
one.
is music
Oh.
to my ears.
Yeah, she's keen, mind.
I like that.
My
I
first,
like it a lot.
my first impression is I can tell it's gluten free.
It tastes like flowers.
It said it was floral, so you can't
I
deny
don't want
that.
to drink flowers.
Can I say I like the taste of it? Then does that make me less of a man? If 'cause
No,
it's
you can
floral?
say what you like.
You
I
do
like
you,
it.
boo.
I think
We had like a fucking marshmallow
Yeah.
IPA on. I was like, I fucking love it.
I think it's good shit. I'll drink this.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh no, I don't know. There is some tropical in there, definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
It's very
bit
floral.
like-
Fruity. I'd say it's fruity.
Yeah, a bit
Yeah.
of grail for it.
You and your fucking grail for it. I'm.
I feel like my opinion's unbiased because I've had my first nicotine patch and that's starting to kick in right now.
I'm feeling really
That's
excited.
kicking in. I'm
Shaking yet or not?
excited.
His pupils are huge. Yeah, no, I like it.
I like it. I've got a lot of time for that.
What are you saying, Marlon?
I mean, it's okay.
I think it's great.
I really like it as well because this is gonna be all this year, like the last 2 episodes. I've been like,
Is
no,
it, oh,
don't-
hang on a minute. Missed the key step here.
What?
Hops fade. Sorry, I don't want to spill it everywhere. Hops fade fast. Drink fast. No. Hops fade fast. Drink fresh. So it's a polite way of saying drink it quickly.
Right.
Yeah. What's it say? It said something else. It goes well with high revs and the breeze in your hair.
So they're trying to promote drink driving.
How rude!
Horrendous.
Bastards.
In my good Christian town.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. So, right, TripAdvisor rating out of 5. Marlon, starting with you.
3. I mean, it's all right.
I'm close. I'm gonna have to give it a 4. I don't know, that floral fucking finish. It's just got me. I don't know why. It might make me sound like a pansy. No pun intended.
Yeah, your jokes are so shit, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, I reckon it's a 4. 4 out of 5 for me. Josh, what you saying, man?
I like it because I think I don't really see the floral thing in this. Really, I think it's more fruity. I think it's more on the lines of like a sports beer. I think you could have this.
Stop bringing it back to the sports
No,
beer.
I think you could have this doing recreational things.
Drugs.
Whatever your recreational activity of choice is. I think you could. I mean, you can't have it. I would say you could be cruising down a back road like sipping this, but
I personally like to masturbate and shout at squirrels, but that's my recreational.
So that's
activity.
what we're saying. That it's that good that you could feel comfortable masturbating in front of squirrels. Drinking
Gypsy
this
Hill
beer.
Bandit.
It makes the most obscene things feel alright.
Well, if that's all I need to feel okay while I'm in a tree wanking at squirrels, then
That's your beer.
that's my beer. The beer for wanking at squirrels.
So the number?
Out of 5, no points.
I'm going to give it a nice 4.5.
No. Oh, whoa.
We don't do points.
No
Don't
points.
do half.
There's a big thing in the bar about no points. It's got to be.
It'd be a bit over the top to give it a 5, wouldn't it? I mean, I do like it. It's a 4. I'm going to give it a 4.
good,
Yeah,
man.
a 4. And a 4 is very good.
Yeah.
I think it's a good 4. A good 4. Do you know what we've missed out, Marlon? It's a staple of this fucking podcast.
Go on.
Josh, how's your fucking week been, mate?
Oh, shit.
Oh, what a week.
You sound like him.
No, honestly, so I had a hell of a good weekend. I've been introduced to the world of extreme enduro. So you know enduro
What
riding?
is
Yeah.
that? Because you do, obviously, I don't know if you've probably alluded to it prior, but you do, like, motocross and bike.
So do you know the differences between motocross and enduro?
No, I have no idea.
Right, quick
I'm
crash
assuming
course. Right.
enduro is longer than...
Yeah, so
cross
motocross is your 20-minute races, like at a club level. It'd be, like your shorter races, round a track, course, jumps, kind of off the start gate, 30 people all in one race. Enduro, there's different formats of enduro, but generally like a world enduro is like, a time card thing. So you go for like 2 days, split in two. So like you have a day, Saturday and Sunday riding, and it'd be like a time card enduro. You have like checkpoints in a way. So you have a time check. You have to get to that check on time. You can't be too early. You can't be late. Otherwise, that adds to your time at the end of the day.
You can't be too early.
Yeah, so you have something like
Can't
checks.
be too fast.
So you have
What kind
checks
of a race is this?
No, so you got to be on your time checks, and then you have special tests, which is then when you have a marked out route, i.e. a motocrossy route, where you do like a fast loop. And basically, at the end of the day, you have your overall kind of time, really. So it's a very long, stretched out event, and you ride in the woods, all sorts of different terrain and stuff.
So a
kind of
bit
thing.
like a weird Dakar.
Kind of, yeah. It's just like more stretched out, different terrain and stuff. Anyway, cut long story short, extreme enduro is like, you see people riding up like boulders and shit and all that. They're like chucking their bikes down the hill and it just looks awful.
Yeah.
So we went to Cornwall on the weekend and had to go at some of that stuff. And I'm quite new to the world of enduro, to be fair. I grew up racing motocross and that, and had to go to the extreme enduro. I really enjoyed it, but I tweaked my knee out on the weekend. My mate's going to rip the shit out of me now for saying about my knee because you're weak as shit. But I'm hard as shit. Not a problem. But so I spent the start of my week sort of just limping away at work and
Hobbling along.
so I normally work at the garage. I do sort of just labour stuff, just all like we said before, all the jobs that no one else more highly qualified would want to do. Really, if there's a block drain or shit in the toilet, or I'm your man. I'll come and clear your shit.
Shag, I've had one in the fucking ensuite for 4 days. She's cussing the fuck out of me. How much?
No, I do all sorts of valeting and all that. So it's in between music bits. It pays the bills.
Yeah, you gotta have something.
So yeah, my start of a week consists of me sort of doing insulate. Basically, my family are building an extension. And so I'm sort of getting roped into helping out with that because obviously the work's quite quiet at the minute, January and that. And
Not if you're dealing Land Rover, Shag.
yeah, so I've been doing a lot of insulation, which is anybody in the trade
scratchy.
is fucking awful shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, I think my family's household, I think it is going to be the most insulated building in the whole of Great Britain because I've
Isn't it?
never done
Honestly?
so much fucking insulation
Is
in my
that-
whole life.
Is that bats, like insulation bats, like the silver lined fucking polystyrene?
Yeah,
like
all the
shit?
Celotex stuff and all
Celotex,
the,
yeah,
and then the
Celotex.
nasty,
Winter.
itchy, woolly shit, awful shit.
fuck
It's the sort of thing
me.
that like builders say, "Oh no, we don't do that." Oh yeah, we get the plasters to do it. Then you ring the plasters up, and they go, "Oh,
we don't
don't
do
do that." So then it's like, right, so who does it then?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do it. So then that's when the old man goes, "Josh, we got some insulation to do." And I got the phone call when I was on the way down to Cornwall to go riding. He didn't even know I was going riding. He's like, I was hoping you'd be about to help me with some insulation this afternoon. Oh, sorry, Dad, I'm going to Cornwall for the day and stuff. So obviously I got injured and stuff. And then so Monday was my morning, sort of just limping around, trying to climb up a ladder and insulate. Really,
I've spent the last 2 years doing that, helping my old man out with like 2 big builds. Honestly, you could heat the places with a fucking candle, couldn't you? The amount of fucking insulation
everywhere. And just when I thought it was all over, right? Just when I thought, after days and days of just itching, my default was just itching every day, and then it turns out that there's more to it. We've got to have a vapor barrier. A vapor barrier. You know, the bin bag shit.
Yeah. That fucking horrible, snotty,
big, gigantic bin bag
super
on this
roll.
big girt extension, hell of a big roof. And so we've been doing that as well, and it's just boring as shit, basically.
I find it hilarious when you put this an extension onto your house like that, and you do this like super insulated.
What does it even do? What is that bin bag going to do?
The fucking house itself is insulated with fuck all. So all the heat's being lost out the top of the fucking house.
Especially new build spec.
That's what I mean. Like, you know,
Have you been in your attic?
Yeah, no. To be fair, kudos to whoever fucking owned my house before me. I can tell you who owned my house before me. A Polish bloke. And there's one thing to say about the fucking Polish. They are thorough, and they watch them pennies like you've never seen. He has insulated that house within an inch of its fucking life.
Right, so my house... right, you go up in the attic. So ours was the first stage of the build, wasn't it?
There are 3 stages to the estate that we live on. They did the early 90s build, late 90s build, the early 2000s build, and the late 2010s build. Didn't they?
So, in my attic, there's still like half bags in the cellophane, not unrolled.
You're kidding.
No.
I can relate, because they probably just got to a point and just thought,
literally,
are we doing any more of this?
The whole thing was apparently boarded. No, there's 6 boards down.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, mine's
literally they've done half of it and gone, I'll tell you what, fuck off.
Mine's insulated up to the top of the top of the truss, like the bottom of the truss is boarded, and then all the trusses from the the DPM to the trusses, boarded out, insulated. Yeah, it's like as much as can be. So I'm living my best life.
Yeah, mine's
not.
There's got obviously like there's insulation down the whole of it, and then there's like half bags everywhere. I think there's about 4 half bags still in the cellophane rolled up, and then there's 6 MDF boards with special coating on.
That's it.
Ah,
fucking do. Drive center on.
Ain't my problem, is it?
Yeah,
Keep paying the
insulation.
heating bill, like.
To summarize, like, it's just the worst thing ever. I think it should be.
It's so expensive as well. It's so expensive.
Yeah. So other than that, really, for my week, really, it's been that, and I got my first speeding ticket, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
That was
nice.
Sort of,
a 10 out of 10 for
that's
effort.
sort of the highlight of my week, really, is getting my speed ticket, really.
So
you're doing
we
the
doing a
LDV,
speeding
the
course?
LDV. I don't actually know. I haven't really read the whole letter, to be honest.
You'll be doing a course.
I think you can do it online now or something.
Yeah.
Can't you?
You can do an online course.
Yeah.
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 What?
Yeah, you can do it online now.
I had to go to the
Everything.
fucking Winter Gardens in Weston.
I had to sit in a classroom in fucking Bridgewater.
This is not good. Do you know what this like means?
Well, the thing is, because I was doing 69 on the on the Cornish on the link road, and because apparently you can't actually do 60 in a van. Apparently the limit's lower or something if you're in a big long wheelbase van. But
you class.
I just think the law doesn't really apply there.
Commercial vehicles are 50 and a 60.
But then when you see, I think any officer of the law anyway, if you got in that LDV and you took a ride with me, you'd understand that thing is more than capable of. It's been a hell of a year for the LDV. I mean,
She sounds like a queen, mate.
Oh, it's got a legacy. I'm going to say it's got a legacy, that van. You know, like, and it technically it's not mine, to be fair. It's the family. It's the work. What do you call it? The work.
It's yours now. You've got
the
squatters'
business.
rights.
Squatters' rights. Yeah. I mean, allegedly, like, and again, I use the term allegedly. It's been a rough year for the LDV because it had a MOT this year and had a lot of questionable advisories. And it allegedly, like, handbrake turns, it only does left-hand handbrake turns because of the cable. And
she's only coming up tight on one side.
Yeah, so someone, dropped me right in it on the old advisories. Fucking Bernard. Some bloke called Bernard. Excessive wear on the rear offside tyre. And also excessive wear on the outside edges of the front tyres as well.
Getting a bit keen in the corners, like.
And there was no getting away from that. The first thing the old man said is, "You've been driving this like a cunt." So
I get that.
I obviously, respectfully, I paid for the cost of new tyres and stuff. So I feel like the LDV's had to sort of
out of respect.
It's taken a bit of a sort of a. We've had to step it back a little bit in terms of the reputation.
Is that what you brought down tonight or not?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah. Lima Delta Victor.
Lima Delta Victor. I was saying I got a tank top. I got a LDV tank top. It wasn't a tank top to start with. It was a t-shirt. But I made it into a tank top. It's cool as shit.
Fucking Stanley Bay there, like.
So yeah, it's been a tough year for the LDV. Really, it's just excessive wear on the tyres, and I got my first speeding ticket, but. I mean, it depends on where you look at it. You're like, it's awesome as shit, really. It depends how you want to look at it, really.
It's awesome as shit.
Right, Reg, how's your fucking week, then?
Mate, I have had a week of fucking P38 carnage and drinking and God knows what.
Just for the record, I know, like, your family has a car business. We can sell you an MOT pass if that's what you wanted.
What's an MOT pass? Does that mean I get to like?
We can't sell you an MOT pass.
You can just sell me an MOT. That's all I need, boo. Any fucking who. So Marlon dropped round last night, and we were in here. We were just talking about fucking podcast shit, trying to sort a load of shit out, like all the shit that goes on behind the scenes.
So squaring a load of fucking new merch.
Just like trying to work out figures, numbers, like stuff, like timings, making shit work so everyone gets a podcast every Friday, all that kind of shit. And Marlon came in, and I had a air suspension valve block sat on the bar with like a load of tools around me. I was like, this fucking thing. I don't know, fucking bother this shit. Fucking crap. And Marlon was like, calm down, Reg. Just calm the fuck down. I'll come around on Tuesday, and me and you will do this together. We'll do it together, and we'll make it work. I was like, yeah, fucking, yeah. So
I'm coming around Tuesday, and I'll do it by myself.
No, you won't. We'll do it together. I was not, when you're just not in the right frame of mind for really fucking fiddly shit.
So that's Marlon's life, really.
Yeah, it is. It is. Real fiddly shit. That's his jam. But I just really wasn't in the fucking mood for it. But I tell you what I did do as well this week. Super Wavy Wednesday. Yeah, not a Batches Thursday, because
Super Wavy Wednesday.
Yeah,
I like it. It's another one.
Yeah.
Yes, Wavy Wednesday. Another one?
Another excuse.
So
Wavy Wednesday, I like that.
Obviously, our boy Denny has returned from New Zealand. We've been for 2.5 years, and he hit me up with like, pints tonight, you useless piece of shit. I was like, abso-fucking-lutely. It's a day that ends in a Y. So we went to one of our local pubs. We had 4 or 5 pints, and they called time. We're like, right, that's it. Time to go home. There's another pub open, so we went in there. And, swing in there for another drink, shall we? Had a couple of drinks in there, and then was like, right, that's it. And one of our dear friends was like, no, we need to go home. And me and Danny looked at each other. Shag. We got fucking Weatherspoons still open drive.
Scumbags.
Wednesday didn't go until like midnight.
Oh shit!
I had to sleep in another room to the wife.
Whoa.
I had to sleep in a spare room. I was so pissed.
That's the thing with Weatherspoons, though. It's always there for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've been a student for 3 years, ages ago at uni and that, and coming back to Devon and living on my own. But like, I've had to rein it back because I would say like I probably go to Spoons 4 or 5 times a week.
What? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I've reined it back, like I said, but like it got to a point where it's just like you finish work and you ring your mate, you get out of the workshop, you're chatting away. It gets to 9 o'clock and you think, "Fuck, am I cooking now?"
Yeah.
And then you just go to Wetherspoons.
The thing is,
Because it's virtually free, though, in there. It's
what-
virtually free.
literally.
It's actually free.
Pennies.
it's
like
exactly what I was going to say.
£10.
Like, we were in like a local pub to us, and we bought a round of drinks, and it was like 19 quid for like 3 of us.
Yeah.
You go to Wetherspoons, it was £7.25.
Yeah.
Free. It's virtually free.
That's it. Your Bud Light's like £2.50 a pint down there.
Back in the day,
Less than
when
that,
they brought
respect.
Bud Light back in, you could pay with 1 coin. You could slap a £2 coin on the table and that'd be it.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting, isn't it? It's,
So I do get it when people say, they go like spoons because it is just so cheap, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't buy beer for what they sell beer for. Put it that way.
Yeah. But do you know why though?
Because they buy such a huge amount of it.
Well, no. Also, apparently, I mean, I don't know if this.
If you're going to tell me it's gone off beer, it's bollocks.
It's not gone off, but don't they buy it close to the going off date? And because they're so busy that they will use it up by the going off date, whereas a normal pub wouldn't be able to buy it that close to the going off date, so they can't afford to like buy that.
I have heard that, but if you think about it, logistically, breweries are only going to produce what they sell.
Yeah.
So I just think it's because they buy it in such massive,
much of it.
massive
They're a
quantities.
monopoly, aren't they?
My week's been a fucking struggle, mate. Everything's gone wrong from fucking day dot. Failure after failure after failure.
Tell me, don't just sit here and whine. Tell me about it.
I can't. So yesterday, everything went fucking perfect. I got in this morning and thought, right, it's Friday. Got Josh Beer on tonight. Like, I am fucking excited for this. Let's smash the day out and fuck off, right? So I got the car in.
Whose car? A car?
L322. Air suspension fault. Shock. Thing was frozen. Blip didn't work.
What do you mean? The key?
Yeah.
Oh,
The blip
immobilizer fault.
Yeah, Blip didn't work. Lock was frozen. So went inside, got some de-icer. Yeah.
Oh, frozen.
Yeah, frozen.
Right,
Quarter of an hour later, managed to open the door. Then it wouldn't shut again. Backed it in the workshop, put it on the ramp. Started putting it up. Ramp shorted the fucking workshop out.
Oh, shit.
Luckily, it didn't go up on any locks. So I managed to drop it down again. Moved it to the next ramp. Luckily, we've got a lot of ramps. Put it up on the ramp, changed what I needed to change. Didn't cure it. Anyway, everything's been a fucking uphill battle this week. Like, one thing after another. But I'm here now.
We're
With
in
the
it.
boys. We're in the doghouse. All that don't matter anymore. Woo!
Do you know what? I was sat last night. Cheers.
Cheers.
With my guitar. I haven't written a song. I haven't written it yet. That's why. But I was literally thinking about like if I wrote a song about the doghouse, and I was just thinking about like how would I structure it, and I was thinking about my verses, and I was thinking about Reg probably having trouble with his Range Rover. Like something like your Range Rover be broken, and then I was thinking about Marlon having a tough week working on Land Rovers. But we're in the doghouse now. That was the hook line.
Yeah.
But we're
It
in
will
the
come out.
doghouse now.
I'll bring it. I'll
So,
bring it to you at some point.
Can
but
you do our intro?
I'll write it. Yeah, I can't do it now, but it's.
Oh, no,
I'll-
not now.
Yeah, Josh, do it.
Yeah,
now.
do it now. No, but that's what I was thinking because I think that is it, really, isn't it? We're in the doghouse now.
Yeah.
It's got 2 meanings, but like
Everything's
you could
better.
have a shit week, you get all this stuff going on, but we're in the doghouse now. We're
Yeah.
in here.
That's the best
We're
part
in
about
here.
recording on a fucking Friday or a weekend. We're in the doghouse now.
We're in here now, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is it.
And that's the best part about being
Done and dusted.
released on a Friday. It's like, we're in the doghouse now. It's the end of the fucking week.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Exactly.
Nashville.
Oh, heaven.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So Nashville. I mean, it feels like a long time ago now, before COVID, which we won't talk about because that's boring as shit. Nashville. I went to. So it must have been literally just before COVID became a thing, really. So it was
So it
like
was like
October.
19?
I went in like September, October, and so what would that have been? 18, would it?
19.
19, yeah. So I went there, and obviously bearing in mind I've just grown up playing country music my whole life and never been to America ever. So like Nashville's just always been on like the bucket list.
Yeah.
Finally saved enough money to go there. Went there for like 2 weeks, and it was just brilliant. Best trip of my life. Loved it. Went on my own.
I mean, I'll take some bollocks.
Hey.
Take some bollocks.
Yeah, a lot of people say that though, but like I think if you say like you weren't from the UK and you came to the UK and stayed there for 2 weeks, you'd feel like a bit lost, wouldn't you? I think like you know you wouldn't be able to go out. I.e., like my local town, or even your local town. If someone came here from a different country and went out in town, no one would talk to the fucker, would they? Like, not being funny, it just you wouldn't, would you? Like, no. But Nashville, I went out there and I went on my own the whole time. I never, ever, ever felt like I was on my own.
There's always someone. That's it.
There's someone will talk to you. Like, you could be in the queue getting some food, and someone will be like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing? How's your day going?" Like, whatever. Like, I mean, again, that's the southern thing as well. Like, in America, the South, everyone's just so friendly, but. Oh man, I just loved it. I mean, obviously because of country music and everything, it is just like the home of that. You get downtown Nashville, and it's like there's like 200 bars of country music, shit hot bands playing from 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, not even that, lunchtime through till like 4 a.m. the next day. I mean, like for me, that is just heaven.
Yeah,
it's absolute heaven, and everyone's so friendly. Like I went out on my own every night and. Never felt like I was on my own.
Always met a group, someone.
Yeah, and I made so many friends out there and stuff. Like, I mean, people were so friendly, literally to the point they're like, "Oh, come back out, come and stay with us." Like, even like you get an Uber or something, and like you'd be like in this country. I'm not, you have got lovely people everywhere you go. Don't get me wrong. I love the UK.
But it's a different culture. It's a different society.
But I found, like every Uber I got in, like you'd be like, you get to the end of the journey, and you'd be almost like, I don't want to. Do you want to go to the pub, mate? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like that, everyone's
fancy
just...
a beer shag or no?
Fancy a... don't fancy a shag.
Well, it depends.
Well, it depends who it is, yeah.
When we went over, like, one of our Ubers had Luke Coombs on, and I started singing along because I was relatively merry, and they started singing along as well.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get over there, would you?
No, it's just, like, you can spark a conversation with anybody. Like, I love that. It's just, it's just there's a warmth about everything, especially in Nashville, like the South, Tennessee. There's just an overall warmth with everybody.
Yeah.
You just feel happy. Everyone's so friendly there,
So I got a bit off topic, but I got some questions. I'm going to Miami for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
March. So what am I expecting? Like America-wise?
You're gonna love it.
I'm sure I'm going to love
Everything's bigger and better, mate.
Yeah. I mean, again, everyone's got their different thoughts on America. Some people hate it, don't they? Some people love it, but
some people need to be cold.
Personally, I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
But it just sounds fantastic. Just
it is cool. I mean, and also for me, like, I know I love that, and it's coming from someone who loves the UK as well. Like, I love where I'm from and everything. So it's not me saying I don't, Yeah. But no, it is cool, especially the South of America. Everyone, Southern hospitality. Everyone's just so friendly.
Tell me, Southern hospitality.
That's a real thing.
I'm staying with someone that I've met over Facebook for 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're like that. It's mad, isn't it?
What the fuck? Like, it's insane. But what I wanted to ask, tipping.
That irritates the fuck out of me.
It's going to irritate the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I forgot about this. See, this is the boring stuff you forget about.
Yeah,
so
I want to know the nitty-gritty.
Sorry,
listeners, I don't give a fuck about you at the moment.
It's confusing because I completely forgot about all of that. So you go for a meal, right? And you get a meal and you think, oh, that's quite cheap, isn't it? But then
add 20%. Is that right?
It's cheap because it's almost like a expected thing that you tip on top of that.
That's what your food costs, but you've got to pay for the food.
So then it's
from the kitchen to you.
How much do I tip? And it's like, I actually can't remember how much
I've been told it's 20%.
It's something like the 20%.
Your standard, you get like your 5, 10, and 20%.
I think that's how I did it. I worked out a percentage basically, and I'd add it on everywhere I went really.
So
which works out the same as what you'd pay.
There was about 12 of us. We went to Bubba Gump's in
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Yeah, and they fucked up Chief's order twice. So imagine 20% on 12 people's bill.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Yeah, they didn't get no tip.
Oh,
nothing.
Shit.
We paid the bill. We left.
Did she chase you out or not?
The big bloke was not happy, but I'm not being funny. Like, Chiefs eaten 20 minutes after we did.
Yeah, that's not
it's fucking ridiculous. Whereas, like, you go to Miller's and they are shit hot. We want a tower, and then we want this, and this, and everything's straight out, and they're perfect. Everything you order is perfect, and you like. It's so cheap, you just bang the 20%. Like, imagine you're just adding VAT.
Ah, yeah, that's what it is. Just have that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
so
when you go-
if you go to a bar, it's $1 a drink. Is that right?
Depends where you go, and depends what you order. So,
Actually, you know what? I think that I found a difference with drinking actually in Nashville is that obviously I love beer in bottles, like certain beer, like Coors Light. I love an ice cold Coors Light in a bottle. That's great, but you end up paying like probably like what you'd almost pay for a pint for a bottle because everyone just drinks bottles. That's the thing that they just because they drink. That's what you don't. They very rarely serve you on draft. I don't think I probably only had like one draft drink when I was out there. It's all bottled.
I will not
Stand for this bottle drink.
me and Curbs are just on the towers, like.
Yeah, I've got. If it's not coming out of a tap, I'm not fucking interested.
So like, I'm all right, a bottle's fair enough, but like I thought, well, if you have a bottle, you just drink it. You drink it quicker, then you buy another bottle, don't you? Like, because the equivalent, you just drink to what you normally drink. But the trouble is, everyone drinks at the same pace you're drinking a pint. Like, I had a round with these people, and they like, I'd buy 3 bottles of beer, and I'd finish them up, and like, "Oh, do you want another drink?" Like, "Oh, we're okay. We're still got half a bottle left." Like, I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, everyone just drinks.
Bitches.
I do think the stereotype a little bit of saying America, like they can't drink. I think it
is that true? Am I going to go
I
out
don't
there
know.
and
Maybe
show up?
because to be fair, it probably depends what circles you go to. But like just from going out in town with people, like, I feel like they spend like the same amount of time we spend on a pint, but they drink a bottle.
I don't mean to be rude, or blow ourselves up, should I say? Myself and Marlon are seasoned fucking drinkers.
We're pros.
I have drank most people in this bar under the fucking table, and I like to think when I go over there, I'm going to show up and show out.
Yeah.
So...
Mate, they cannot drink like we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's always, like you say, it's been a stereotype, but I've always thought, like, well, I'll get over there, I don't want to fucking show myself up and be like, yeah, well, I'm going to come over here and fucking drink you cunts under the table, shank. But...
No, again... Probably if you went to some, the proper country boys out of town, they're probably quite good. But
and they're drinking the moonshine.
Just from what I found, I was like drinking the same sort of pace, but except it's bottles. So I found it actually quite hard to get the same. Yeah,
I'm also over there for St. Patrick's Day as well. So
yeah.
A bit Doghouse Live or no?
Right, okay. Let's be having a Guinness, will we? Imagine Guinness.
I've never drank
Miami.
it.
Oh, that is going to be fucking...
You've got to try it and then TripAdvisor.
There's certain things you just don't do in America, innit? It's like probably like Guinness and tea.
To be fair, their coffee ain't that great.
Hey? To be fair though, like coffee though, I just didn't even bother with tea over there. I thought I'm not don't bother. So like I had an Airbnb, so I had like an apartment to myself, and I had like just the classic coffee filter thing. You stick your ground coffee in there, and it's just black coffee in your jug type thing.
A drip.
Drip thing. Yeah. And I was sold on it. I came back from Nashville and got myself a coffee machine, and now like every morning now I have straight up
drip
ground
coffee,
black coffee, drip coffee.
Oh, that's it.
I love it.
Denny's and McDonald's coffee, shit, wouldn't try it.
Yeah, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I'm so excited. I can't.
Mate, you are gonna love it. You're gonna come back a changed man.
Yeah.
I did say this.
You ain't gonna come back.
No, I am.
Make sure you leave me a key to the fucking bar.
I will. Don't worry. But no, I'm.
You're gonna love it.
I'm absolutely looking forward to it. Yeah, I've said on the podcast before, but I'll tell you, I'm staying with an ex-DEA agent.
Nice.
Who worked Miami in the 80s.
Yeah.
So
cool as shit.
Oh fuck! I just can't wait. I can't wait. So yeah, but don't worry, everyone. You'll be hearing fucking episodes from us while I'm out in Miami. Cause Marlon, we're committed fucking podcasters. Not like these other useless cunts you probably hear of. Oh, guys, we're gonna take a month's break. No, we're not.
No,
we're gonna pre-record.
We're double stacking.
We're double stacking over the next couple of weeks. So you'll be hearing from us all the way through me in Miami. And I'll be editing on my laptop, sat on fucking Fort Lauderdale Beach. Diddly-diddly.
Oh shit! Are you still gonna edit over there?
Fuck no! I'm gonna edit before I go. We're gonna stack them. I'm gonna edit them all, send them over to Mixmaster G General Greg.
Shout out to Greg.
Shout out to G Reg. Yeah, I can't wait. So Corona. How I don't like to talk about it too much because I know it fucks everyone off. But how did it?
I like to tornado it.
Oh, what? I've never mastered tornadoing a corner?
I must admit, I'm not an expert on tornadoing. So, like, if you asked me to do it now, you'd probably be like, it's a bit shit, really. But
It's a bit of shit, really.
No, I'm working on it. You know, I've been working on it over the year.
Shite.
But like,
I've tried. I'm not very good. At it.
I do it a lot. Most nights out, I do tornado a beer. But like, since uni, I can't. I know that sounds weak as shit, but I can't do shots. You know when you like fuck yourself up, like, you know, you get real bad and you're like ill and you're like, oh, that was a rough night.
Yeah.
And you throw up and shit. And then you have those nights where you're like, I think I need to quit drinking, sort of thing. Like, you know, should have phoned for an ambulance if I could get to the phone, sort of thing. Do you know that those nights? You know, when you're like alone in an apartment in a city and your family's like several hundred miles away and you're just like, I'm gonna die and
help,
sort of thing.
Please send help.
Yeah, I had a few nights like that at uni, and ever since then, I just can't like a shot. Like, I'm just like,
I can't do
like,
it, mate.
I'd rather do like what I do now. I was like, well, give me a fucking beer, I'll tornado it. I'll do that instead, which is probably not great because it's probably worse than doing a shot, really. But
some volume there.
Yeah, the volume. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did last Factory Friday. I just did a shit ton of tornadoes.
We need to go down. For
You're coming
Friday.
down next Factory Friday. You're booked right in. Like, whatever you've got on, like, cancel it.
Sorry, Dal.
Weddings, anything. It's just like Factory Friday. It's like,
What I meant by Corona was, how did it affect you and the tour and your gigging and, you know?
Oh yeah, so music. Yeah, it was a very big pause, to be honest. Like when it first came about, really, because you just can do shit with music.
No, everything was
like,
shut.
Yeah. So no, it was quite weird, really. Like, it's weird because although I wasn't gigging and doing stuff, like,
it gave you time.
I actually had time to write stuff.
Yeah,
and I wrote songs and just worked on your craft, really, to be honest. I think there's a lot of good stuff that came out, like the lockdowns and stuff, really. Like, because where I was working, we had like shorter hours and stuff, and so like I had more time to go riding after work, riding my bike, more time to do music, hanging out with friends, going surfing, and just enjoying what we've got. I mean, in Devon, like, we're so lucky. Like, we're almost a bit cut off from everything else, you know, like in the UK. So I think when all that was going on, we were just outdoors, just enjoying the bare basics, you know, creative beer and your mates and being in the outdoors and basically living in a giant playground, really. Like, so for us, I mean, I guess I'm quite grateful, really, that we could do an awful lot of stuff, really, that a lot of people would have been just...
So you made the most out of it,
Oh, we made the most out of it, really, yeah, I'd say. So COVID, yeah. The annoying thing is just travel and going and doing shit like that, really, but it is boring.
Travel was hard work.
Yeah.
We travelled, didn't we?
I went to actually saying that, I went to Italy last September. I don't know how I did that.
Don't get me started.
It was mad. I went, that was last September. Last September, October time. Basically, a buddy of mine, Dan Mundell, he races enduro and that, and he was injured at the time. So he would have been doing the world round out in Italy. Obviously, we thought we'd go out and watch and that. And his old man bought a camper van to sell, and we thought, fuck it. He messaged, and bear in mind, I hadn't seen him for like 3 or 4 years. It was like one of those friends you've grown up like with and that, and you hadn't heard from him for years. And he's just out of the blue. He's like, oh, should we go to Italy? I was like, yeah,
let's do something.
Obviously.
And I don't know how, it must have been just a bit of just probably like the most like unique gap in the whole of the pandemic where we could actually get away with it. And we somehow managed to go in this camper, about 6 of us, all in this camper, drove to Italy, 26 hours, drove across like countries and that to Italy, and went to watch this World Enduro. And it was the best holiday I've ever been on. It was brilliant. Like, it was so good. I just think, how did we get away with that in the middle of the pandemic?
Yeah.
And there weren't even any restrictions out there when we went out there. But it was literally when had a bit of a gap where there wasn't really...
Yeah,
a lot of it going on. And
we went out to Prague in, when was it? I can't remember now. August time?
Yeah.
Went to Prague in August, and we were literally the first
UK lot out.
UK flight into Prague. Yeah. And they were like, oh, no.
Oh, no, you're back again.
Yeah, fucking right we are.
What was it like then? Was it like full send out there? Or
we were full send.
You carried me home on the Was that the first or second night?
I can't remember. I carry everyone home every time
We
I go to Prague.
literally lost our shit.
Sent it. Absolutely sent
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even anything mad. It was just a boys' holiday that I'd sorted out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had like a penthouse apartment, like a
Oh, hot tub on the roof, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fucking balls deep all week.
I think those are the best trips, though. I think, like, for me, of like Italy, it was like so last minute, and especially given the circumstances, you didn't think you were going to be able to get away with it.
No!
And it was just so good, you know.
like we were so nervous on getting there, then getting back again.
Oh, getting back was difficult, but when we were out there, it was like we're out there, we've done it, and like if we get back, if we're a day late, it is what it is. I'll deal with that when I get back to work. Like,
Yeah,
it was.
and like that bird at the front, mine, she did not get back.
Yeah, there's one bird on our flight that didn't get to go home.
Shit.
Yeah, didn't book the right test or didn't have the right fucking whatever. This bit, she didn't have the right papers. Yeah, but it's fucking, it is what it is, isn't it? You know, if you want to go out in the middle of a pandemic, you've got to have all your shit together, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is the boring bit, really, isn't it? But it is what it is, really.
Shit.
Yeah.
All I'll say is that I'm quite glad we're you know, even you, like all of us, really, where we are, we're probably
Out in the middle of butt fuck nowhere, and we can, within reason, do what we want.
we've got a lot of good shit going on here. I'm sort of calling the bluff, hoping that like eventually stuff will open up and
Everything will be normal again.
yeah.
It is normal, isn't it? All
Well,
you
yeah,
gotta do
it's
is wear a fucking mask in a shop, which I still refuse to do. But
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the mask.
No, I don't want a mask to be like.
no.
It does.
I mean, I know it's personal preference.
Yeah,
Innit? It's all, you know.
Yeah, don't get me
Whatever.
started.
Yeah,
Don't get me
politics and but yeah, it's all, you know, whatever. Where I look at it, I think it's just whatever makes, if you personally, whatever makes you feel comfortable
Yeah,
with all of that stuff. If you want to get this vax or this and or wear this or do that, and that makes you feel safer, you do that. You do you,
boo.
you know.
There's certain-
And I just think that should be the way it is. But
Yeah.
you know, that's that. You know,
because
But-
is it France has started to bring it in that it's legislation?
Yeah,
France are in
there's,
there,
there's a
so
few
someone,
there's a
yeah.
few vaccine mandates across Europe. Whereas, like, if you don't have the vaccine, you get sick. You don't get sick pay, and I just don't know. I don't get into too much.
How's Djokovic getting on?
I don't.
he's fucked now, isn't he? Shit.
Yeah, second time they've cancelled it.
I'm not getting political on
No,
this
yeah,
one.
we don't do politics, do we? On it, but yeah.
no politics, Marlon.
Well, we do a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm going to restrain on this
yeah.
one because I say too much too often.
I don't know why he thinks he's above everyone else. All right,
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'll get shouted at.
I just wanted to wind you
Okay.
up a little
Shout
I
bit.
it out on
think
Instagram.
everyone should just be able to do their
They
whatever.
should be able to do what they fucking want,
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
alright? It's down to
You do
personal
you,
preference.
yeah.
If you want the fucking vaccine, you can have the vaccine. If you don't have the vaccine, you don't have to have the vaccine. Right? If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a fucking mask. If you want to wear a mask, wear a fucking mask. Protect yourself. Worry about your own interests.
Amen.
Not everyone
Yeah, that's
fucking
it, that's
else's,
it, yeah.
alright? That's all I want to fucking... Right, that's it. That's me done. Love you all. Thank you.
Done,
Bye. Right, let's get back on track. Marlon.
Where would you like to be in 5 years?
So where am I now? I'm shit. Do you ever like get to your 20s and you actually forget
No,
your
fuck.
age to like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, man.
No, I've just
I'm 25.
I've just
I think.
got 30. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a crossroads. That is.
You're old as dirt.
yeah, I am.
Nah,
yeah.
30 is not even old, is it? Like,
No.
I feel like eight.
I feel like it.
No, I feel like young get like ages like now. I just think young people's perception of young like changes so much, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
now, 30 is like young, isn't it?
I class anyone under the age of
40s, yeah.
43,
Yeah.
young, and then I don't even class anyone over the age of 40 like
Well,
pretty old.
I
I'm
look
like,
at myself.
it's like-
I'm 25 years old, and I think of my responsibility, and like I just think like what other people like 30 years were doing when they were 25. Like
Yeah, kids.
yeah. Fucking hell, I can't look after myself.
That's like a house, 2 dogs. Whoa.
So what were you asking then? What was it? 5 years.
Yeah.
So I'll be 30.
So 30. Where would you like to be?
where would you want to be at his age?
30.
Oh, that's a
fuck
different.
off,
That's a,
Reg.
that's a
Are we,
different
are
question,
we
isn't
talking
it?
about like just dreams? So like, as in like,
Anyway,
Yeah,
your music
could be,
career,
what
What I
you
want to hear
yourself.
is record
Right.
deal.
yeah,
Big time UK artist.
All right, so yeah, dream. 5 years time to be the UK's first proper country artist, because I don't think we've had a proper big
Okay,
mainstream big UK country artists playing proper country.
No, I totally
We
agree.
haven't.
Yeah.
No, that's a
No,
fact.
we haven't,
That's
yeah.
a fact. That's a fact. To be that person, somehow have a visa into America. So maybe be living in Nashville would be quite cool. Or no, on the outskirts of Nashville,
Yeah.
with a bit of land, with a track, with some bikes, playing country music for a
Some
living.
horses, some pigs,
Some
maybe.
horses. Some horses. Yeah, that'd be the dream. Playing country music, making me music, and doing what I enjoy. That'd be me. Yeah, doing what I'm doing now, but basically just being paid to do it and on a much bigger scale.
You want to be
I know,
dipping and
yeah.
diving our fucking phone calls, be like, "Oh, Josh, can you come back on our podcast?" No, sorry, man. I'm too busy blowing
come
up
back.
Coachella.
Definitely be back for Factory Friday. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Factory fucking Friday.
Factory fucking
Right,
Friday.
we will get that penciled in the diary.
Yeah,
mind
you
check.
need to get that penciled in right now. You can even, and the thing is with Factory Friday, you know when it is because it's the last Friday before Christmas. You can
Right.
check your calendar now and just cross it right in.
Right.
It's happening.
We can do that.
We keen on
It's like
that.
religion.
Yeah,
It's
Doghouse.
like I was gonna say like some sort of religious event, but I don't know what any a
That's it.
reference
So
would be.
if you
but,
look
like,
on the Doghouse website right now, we've got like an upcoming events page.
yeah, like
Factory
Factory Friday,
Friday
like
and
everything's
basketball.
closed from midday
Yeah.
onwards. That's it.
So would you move over there?
Yeah.
Would you, in a heartbeat? Like if you could get a visa or a green card or whatever they call it, or
Well, I don't know because I think if you probably asked me that question like a year ago, I probably would have said like 100% yes. But like, I think I've made a lot of really, really, really good friends the past year. Like I love who's bleeping away.
it's
innit?
me. I'm sorry, God alive. I've just not put my fucking
You
phone on silent.
absolute piece of shit.
Sorry, I'm usually the first one to say put your phone on silent.
Horrendous.
Sorry.
But no, because yeah, I've got a lot of really good friends here. So I actually love my lifestyle at the minute in the UK. I absolutely love it. I've got like my friends, I've got my hobbies. Like I do love it. But no, if it was for music, and I could,
go.
yeah, I'd go. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If someone offered me a record deal now in America, I'd fucking sell everything now and get on that plane with nothing.
Yeah.
I'd get on there in
Shut your
a
back.
pair of pants, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
I'd be away and wouldn't look back.
I completely understand that. To be fair, if Chief said,
If I come back, you still got your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be gone, 100%.
if Chief said now, let's go, we're going.
We go, yeah, you go. I love it out there. It's just talking about it now. To be fair, because you almost sort of switch off from it in a way, like day to day. But now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Nashville for me is like home for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because obviously they've got the president is now a
Byron.
Byron. What's it?
Ban.
What fucking
Byron's car wash.
He's a Democrat. So there's obviously because the local government is a lot different to how it is over here. So your local government could be run by the Republicans and Republicans, like from a county level to a state level to the White House. Does that affect you in any way? So like if say myself, I don't really agree with what Joe Biden's doing. I liked what Trump was up to more.
Oh
than-
yeah, same. Yeah.
yeah, and not in respects to certain things that he did, but
Well, it's like anything with like that
Politics
stuff,
wise, yeah,
politics.
you agree with some
I
things, you don't agree with others.
You're
Yeah,
never
of
going to
course.
get someone that does
of
everything you
course,
like.
but
like.
is Nashville a blue state or a red state?
I mean, for me, I'd say it's sort of, again, this is all personal preference, but I would say for me, it's just bang on. Really, it's not because you got
Not,
there's
not
that
too
old
far either way.
so there is that still stereotype everyone says about the South of America being
Oh yeah.
old time. Everyone's racist and like got stuck in their ways and really backwards. Nashville, I think, is just like that lovely sort of. There's no, from what I saw, basically, like everyone's so open. And like the whole racism stereotype. That's just, I never saw
Bullshit,
any of that.
yeah.
That's a load of crap. But I think, again, I don't want to get too political, but like I think a lot of places they've gone so far the other way now, like the far left, sorry, that it's almost too far that way. It's almost becomes a bit oppressive, almost. Right?
Yeah.
Like, whereas I think Nashville's quite nice. I think everyone's just so friendly and so open, and everyone does their own thing, and it's just like. No one's really
interferes with
angry,
anyone.
you get those some people that are just so far one way, they're just almost angry all the time about
Yeah.
everything, and always want to. I think Nashville's just quite that nice down the middle, just like everyone just does their thing, you know, everyone's really, you know, whatever.
Nobody
you know?
interferes with anyone.
It's nice to see, really, because there's so much in this, well, I'd say in this country, but in this world where you've got the hard left and the hard right, and you've got like super woke and super conservative people where there's just no middle ground anymore, where people are just like, you know what, I really agree with what they've got to say, and I really agree with what they've got to say. Like,
I got vegetarians and vegans as well.
So I really like socialised healthcare. I really like the NHS, but I also really like the privatization of the energy sector. Like,
see, that's why I think like America, so I think it's sort of bang on really. When I went to Nashville, really, like from what I saw and the people and everyone, like it's just straight down the middle, really nice. You know, everyone's just
no conflict.
Everyone's happy. All right, it's cool.
Right, so getting out of a political talk, you've got some new music coming out soon.
I have, yeah. Let's start with One More Kiss Goodnight.
Exclusive to the Doghouse.
You're listening to it here now.
This is like literally the only place you will be able to hear this song. It's not even been released yet.
Goddamn.
Down on the coast, a beach break where time moves slow. She's got them cut-off jeans on, kind of girl that shakes you up all night long. When the music gets loud, she pulls me in close like nobody's around. Drinking under the stars on a neon sandbar, palm trees swaying in the ocean breeze. Take a lime and a sip, a little salt on her lips, like a moonlight movie playing on repeat. She's dancing, holding me tight, but I'll keep her waiting on that one more kiss goodnight. The way she moves like she does, fire in her eyes, yeah, I can't get enough. Bar crowd's heading on home, but I'll pay the band to play one last song. Take our time, there's no rush, we can stay right here, nobody but us. Drinking under the stars on a neon sandbar, palm trees swaying in the ocean breeze. Take a lime and a sip, a little salt on her lips, like a moonlight movie playing on repeat. She's dancing, holding me tight, but I'll keep her waiting on that one more kiss tonight. Close this place down, I'll pull you in close. Now nobody's around, we'll drink under the stars on a neon sandbar, palm trees swaying in the ocean breeze. Take a lime and a sip, a little salt on her lips, like a moonlight movie playing on repeat. She's dancing, holding me tight, but I'll keep her waiting on that one more kiss tonight. She's dancing, holding me tight, but I'll keep her waiting on that one more kiss tonight.
Thank you very much for that, man. Appreciate that. That means a lot to us. That is like we've got an exclusive on the Doghouse.
Exclusive play.
This would nearly hit it big time.
Marlon, we made it.
Goddamn.
Oh, yes.
My interesting question: who would you love to collaborate with?
Oh, that's a good one. See, this is when I say someone, and you're probably not even going to know who it is. There's a guy called, who would it be?
Try him.
John Pardy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
John
told
Pardy.
you. I told you fucking
You
know.
know, he knows.
Yeah.
John Pardy, probably. Or have you heard of the Cadillac 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, John.
Even I like, know them.
Yeah, John Pardy or the Cadillac 3, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Kit Moore.
He's cool. He's a surfer guy as well. I feel like we'd have a lot to talk about there as well. Yeah.
I want you to serenade me with one of his songs. later.
The main question is what you're trying to get at. He's sort of dancing around your dick here, but are you going to play at his wedding? That's what he wants to know.
Oh yeah, we did have a discussion. Yeah.
Yeah, Chief's
play it.
already fucking been in there. Like,
Right,
in there.
okay. Josh Beer at Marlon's wedding, will we?
I'll play a couple of songs.
I'll be fucking banging, mate.
Yeah. Definitely. I really hope what I'm holding isn't actually like a bit up someone's ass.
Keen on
playing
it.
with it for like an hour.
Red just having an epileptic fit here in the corner, like the light just flashing around in his eyes. I tell you what, though, I'm glad I took that patch out because I was at a point, and it was like, come back, come away from the light, come away from the light.
It's weird, isn't it?
I was getting high as shit on that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's hideous.
twisty,
Like-
isn't it?
Is that normal? Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you smoke
yeah,
cigarettes
yeah.
and you have that, do you have the same reaction? Or is
No.
it because you're used to the
No.
nicotine?
I was
Even like, obviously, I still vape now, but putting one of those in, it's a different
That
kind
like,
of
I feel like I've
send
come
you-
back to like
normal.
Earth level now.
Yeah.
That will send you to the fucking moon.
Yeah.
I was on my way to the moon with that. Yeah.
I can chuck them in like there's nothing because I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
But like if you throw one in and you haven't smoked, it will break you.
I was
in
all the way
half.
up the chimney,
Mate-
chimney pipe. I was like, fucking, this is a
Nicotine
wizard
rush.
here. I
Yeah,
was
no
like-
So, where can we find you? Where can we find your music?
So, yeah, you can find me on Spotify, to be fair. I think the last song I recorded was a couple of years ago. Well, no, 4 years ago now.
What?
But hopefully these songs that are exclusive on this show, they will be out this year at some point. Just sort of working through bits of how I will release that and whatnot. But
You're also
you can find me
Apple
on Spotify.
Music.
Yeah, everywhere. You can find me. Like I said, a lot of it is me older stuff, which is good gold. It's good
Ghost
stuff.
Town
It's good
is
stuff.
banging.
Yeah, Ghost Town.
I
Yeah.
fucking love Ghost Town.
But the new stuff will be out this year, and it will be obviously everywhere you can listen to music. So
Instagram handle.
Josh, I should know
Well,
my own
he's got to look it up a
Instagram.
minute.
Oh, that's bad, isn't it? I've got to look up my own Instagram. No, it's because they wouldn't let me have Josh Beer. I'm gonna actually buy that one day. Because like, who else is called Josh Beer? I mean, if you search Josh Beer on Instagram, it's gonna come up with me. But it's the actual is Josh Beer __.
Josh Beer __.
Like who else is called Josh Beer?
What a name as well.
Is that actually your name?
It's actually my name. Yeah.
Fuck off. I thought that was like a stage name.
that was a good one as well in Nashville. To be fair, because like
Yeah.
every bar, especially for country music,
What's your name? Josh Beer.
B.
yeah, like people think I actually just changed that for country music.
It's
It's a weird coincidence.
I
Yeah.
assumed it was your stage name.
No, like it's funny because I was at school like as a kid, and I just like almost was a bit. I don't know why when you're a little kid you get embarrassed by your name until I turned like 18 or whatever, and I was
Oh, mate,
like,
you should hear my
or
real
16
name.
until I tasted beer, and then I was like,
I'm
I'm
down with that.
I love my name. I was born for this shit. Yeah, and it works great for obviously my music and stuff. But yeah, I love my name now. But yeah, a lot of people do ask that, like, is that your actual name, like Josh Beer?
So, tell us something your mother doesn't know.
And this has to be on the spot, and you can't have time to think about this.
Something my mother doesn't know.
That's it.
I mean, it's something that a lot of people don't know, really. But I just think it's just a great story, really. And it happened this year, to be fair. It was in the summer. Me and my buddy, my mate does a lot of car sales and that. And he had a PX. It was over at a place called Martin.
Oh, wow.
Martin.
Martin.
Proper, like, as you know, Martin is... Well, you can probably guess what Martin's like, really.
One garage, two houses.
Yeah, you know the drill. Got a lovely PX. 02. Ford Focus.
Oh, Z-Tech petrol. Oh, damn.
Absolute honey. Leather seats.
Oh, wow.
It had a sat nav, right? It was like black and white sat nav.
Nice.
Have you ever seen that?
Right, okay.
Anyway, so off we go. And like it's like a bit of a hanging sort of piece of shit, really. Go to the petrol station and we're like, trying to fill it up, can't get the cap off, kick the cap off, like snap it off, that sort of job. Like it's scrap anyway.
Job's fucked. Like,
yeah. I thought, fuck it, let's just have it, like. So we go along the road and like he's like, I said to him, I'm dying for a piss. Got a piss. Like, don't worry about it, just go out the window. So here we are, like summer's evening after work, go along in this PX car. And I'm like pissing out the window and stuff. And then my mate thought it'd be quite funny going along at 40 mile an hour to pull the handbrake.
oh shit! While you're pissing.
So I'm pissing up the fucking roof, all over the dashboard, on my mate's hand, on the all over the gear shifter, everywhere, pissing inside this Ford. And then we stopped and had a little bit of a scenic stop, had a few pictures and that. I stood on top of the vehicle and that. And then we thought, green lane in?
Just send her.
Fucking send it.
There's a lot of good green lane in sports around our parts, and off we went down on some green lanes, and like I don't know how to describe it. It's like we're going through these woods, and everything just sounds horrendous. It's like
Yeah.
just like
Trees are coming in. Like,
everything, yeah. Like and we're going along like fuck. I mean, there's daylight underneath the wheels. That's at points, like.
Shit.
And like there's this one point we were going around a corner and it was like almost like steps, like built, man-made steps around a corner in the woods and that, and you can just feel like the sill every step. We stopped, and do you ever those moments when you go green laning, right? It might be at night time when you sort of stop, put the interior light on. There's almost like a sense of urgency, like you have to stop and put the interior light on a minute. Right, what we can do here? I think speed's our friend here, isn't it?
Speed's the key, mate.
Speed is king. So we're just like down through these. I'm thinking, fucking hell, this thing's not gonna make it home. I had to make the call because my buddy, he actually was leaving for Italy the next morning, supposed to be getting ready to go away racing and that. And his dad was getting his bike ready, and I actually had to be the sensible friend there and thought, right, we didn't ought to go into this next bit of woods because if we have to make the phone call saying that we've got a car stuck in the middle of the woods, probably not the best thing night before going away to a different country. So anyway, drove home, going through like fucking knocking over roadwork signs, God knows what.
Allegedly.
Everything. This is all allegedly. And then anyway, we pull up to his place and that, and you've got half the woods hanging out of this car, and like to be honest, it's actually quite impressive, really, that you can actually go green laning in an 02 Ford Focus. You can actually do that.
They're beasts.
Awesome as shit.
Independent rear suspension. Oh,
like it handles like a dream, Anyway, cut a long story short. Next day, 495 out the door, sold.
No.
And well, there's a local kebab delivery service.
chili sauce. Yes,
Say no more.
Ordered a kebab one day. Got delivery.
Like,
Up comes this lovely burgundy 02 Ford Focus. Sakari bloody sold, isn't it? So that's the number one delivery car of Marmaris Kebab in Barnstable.
Yes, masala chili sauce.
yes,
Man, I'm fucking. Oh, fuck me.
that's fucking
My
brilliant.
man, a lot of people didn't know about that, but yeah.
Josh, thank you so much for coming on, man.
It's been a
Thank
fucking
you for
pleasure.
having me.
It's been a fucking pleasure. Right, so if your copyright allows it, we're going to lead us out with Ghost Town, if that's all right.
Awesome. Yeah, go for it.
I've been Reg,
I've been Marlon.
I've been Josh Beer.
and this is Ghost Town by Josh Beer. We'll
Hell
catch you on the
yeah,
next
brother.
one.
Ciao.
Cheerio!
Woo!
See the lights in the city, they don't look quite as pretty, so I walk with my head down. Count the cracks on the pavement, trying to block out the places that'll never be the same without you. Whoa, I'm living in a ghost town, living in a ghost town. you're alone. So I drink to forget, but you're still here in my head, and I'm wishing that you come home. Just come home. Whoa, I'm living in a ghost town, living in a ghost town. Whoa, yeah, nothing's gonna save me now. Come on, let it all out, let it go. Throw your sticks and stones. Yeah, I don't really care what happened then or what went wrong. 'Cause this town ain't nothing but a ghost town when you're gone. So come on over, wow, Whoa, I'm living in a ghost town, living in a ghost town. Whoa, yeah, nothing's gonna